This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. That's Rumi's poem, Guest House, as translated by Coleman Barks. I have loved this poem for decades, literally. And I'd like to talk a little bit this morning about my take on it, at least my take today on it. Every one of these bits of anxiety or grief or anger or rage or sorrow that comes into my awareness offers me a message. Somehow it's a message. And it's not a message about what's out there. It's a message about me. It may look like a message from out there. The guest arrives through the door as though he's coming in or she's coming in from the out of doors. But no, this is a message from me about me. So why is that so? Well, as Michael Singer writes, the problem is not the moment in front of you. The problem is how you feel about the moment in front of you. So if I wake up anxious about a certain thing that is looming over me in a particular day, a bill to pay, an appointment that I don't want to do to keep, or a conversation I don't want to have, the anxiety that goes with that is not about the conversation or the bill or the thing out there. It's about something in me. Either in my conscious awareness, I might be able to think about it and find it, or somewhere in my subconscious or even in my body. And so first of all, how do I find out these guests are coming to the door at all? Well, it's one of the reasons I meditate each morning. I sit down every single morning and just sit and breathe and notice what's going on in my awareness. I find that point in me which is aware, and then I notice the content of my experience in that moment. And some mornings it's very quiet, peaceful, and really quite lovely. And some mornings, the swirl of anxieties and things to worry about, or sadnesses, or whatever it is, come in, and that's the content of my awareness. And it's not always peaceful in my meditation. But that's not exactly the point. The point is to notice. And then sometimes I might notice an anxiety that is telling me something that is in my conscious awareness. I actually do need to do that thing. I'm operating in this world as a human being, and I have responsibilities that are important for me to honor. Responsibilities to family, to clients, to myself, my own health, to the world around me. I have things that I have chosen to take on that if I don't do them, I notice in my morning meditations that, oh gosh, the anxiety is a pointer out of, oh, this is something I need to take action on. But more often than not, it's not that at all. More often than not, it's tucked way deep in my subconscious and therefore in my body somewhere. And I don't know what it is by definition, because it's in my subconscious. I like to think of it, it's behind my eyeballs. I can feel it in my body, this kind of vibrating anxiety or rage or whatever it is, but I can't identify it. So then I just draw upon my training in somatic psychology, and I start to notice, all right, where in my body am I noticing this, whatever it is, anger, anxiety, sadness, whatever it is. And very often, it might be up here, but I sometimes carry some of it in my belly, and I might find a leg that's twitching. And then I draw upon my own experience and expertise about my body and about the body generally that I've learned in my training over the decades. And I do a movement or a breath or some combination of the two that moves that energy, not even knowing what's there, not even knowing its roots or why it's there. I don't even bother with that. I just move the energy. This morning I had an anxiety, fluttering in my chest, and I was able to identify, all right, oh yeah, that's just reminding me I need to do those three things. That's easy to do. Those three things are not hard, I just need to do them. But there was something beyond that. And so I went into my bedroom and I lay down on the bed and I did a particular exercise that I recommend to my clients and that I know very well myself. And then I grounded, did some grounding exercises after that and moved that energy. I didn't figure anything out, but I moved the energy and I feel freer in this moment of that anxiety that was vibrating in my upper chest this morning. So welcome these guests into your guest house. They come as a messenger, a guide, as Rumi says, from beyond.